Okay, so Deathrattle Galakrond Rogue is actually, in my opinion, worse overall than just straight Deathrattle slash hand buff Rogue, but is more flexible, which is appealing to some people. So let me explain. You have Galakrond and also Togwoggle as alternate win conditions to this deck that normal Deathrattle Rogue with the hand buff guy just doesn't have. And since you have alternate win conditions, if you don't get the Deathrattle cards you want, you still can fall back on those other strategies and have the invoke cards in general to generate you more lackeys, which are flexible a lot of the time, which means that into some early game matchups where you might get blown out, you can use the lackeys to stall and then use Togwoggle to gain you a ton of tempo without needing to combo Deathrattle minions, and you can actually still win some of those games. That being said, you will very infrequently get the Galakrond off for 4 invokes, because you only have 4 invoke cards in general, and so you're not going to get the full value out of that. But then also, you don't have all of the Deathrattle cards like Unka, or the Necrium Vial, or even just the guy that buffs your hand by +3/+3. I don't remember his name, but it's like a Nubarex something, I think. So you miss out on some synergies like that, and that lowers the overall power of the deck and just the surprise burst potential and synergy. But the flexibility is something that I could see people wanting to go for, because it means that losing matchups will not be as bad, but you won't win matchups as hard either. It comes down to more like skill and certain tech cards you might put in instead, which honestly I kind of like. Like, I put in Shadow Step, but you could easily drop Shadow Steps and go for like an Acidic Swamp Ooze if you're playing against a lot of rogues to counter them, and then you can put in like a Silence to get the Silence like a big taunt minion if they get like a giant buffed Zilliax minion or something like that. Like, this deck has more flexibility in that regards because that's the whole name of this deck's game, whereas Deathrattle Rogue, it's a little less flexible because you need to fully commit to Deathrattle. So it's up to you guys. This deck is slightly weaker, but there are more options. The other one that I'm going to play later today is overall stronger, but more rigid in its playstyle and the way that you can change the deck. So it basically depends on how you want to play the game. But yeah, that's just the information that I've gathered out of like 3 or 4 times playing this deck and the other one. I'm simply the messenger trying to help you guys choose decks. Speaking of decks, if you guys want me to do guides on certain decks, please tell me in the comments below. Somebody said that they wanted me to do a hand buff Rogue, which I hadn't thought of doing. I thought just doing this Deathrattle would be enough, but I had fun, and I intend on doing a guide on that soon. And if you guys have any other decks you want me to do full in-depth guides on, both video and blog, then please tell me, because I'll be more than happy to do them. Anyway, let's jump into the gameplay. And they're both rogues, so it's a little bit of a small sample size, but, you know, they were fun enough games. Playing a little bit of Deathrattle Rogue, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It has, it doesn't run the hand buff, it more runs the Mechanical Whelp and flooding the board with that, and then getting Galakrond off with the invokes. And I think I like this opening hand. It actually has a lot of invoke and lackey production that'll allow me to actually produce stuff later on in the game and potentially stall for the Apothecary or the Whelp, depending on which one I get first. This deck, surprisingly enough, doesn't run the Necrium Vial, which is kind of weird in my opinion, considering you want to get all the Deathrattles off. But at the same time, it's not like that weird, because you also want to go for Galakrond, and you have to make some sacrifices in order to do everything. And because this deck can do multiple things, whether it be Galakrond as a win condition, Togwoggle, and the Apothecary, like, it's a very flexible deck that can be it's a very flexible deck that can win in multiple different situations. But it doesn't have as much, like, raw power as just, like, the straight Deathrattle one, you know, with, like, Galakrond and just, without Galakrond, with, what's it called? I'm gonna weapon up and kill that off this turn, rather than play this first. But anyway, with the, hand buff, like, without Galakrond, you can commit to more Deathrattle-based energy, and the, hand buff, the, Anubarak or whatever, I don't know what it is, but the one that gives +3/+3. I forget the name. And yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents. I'm gonna play both versions of the deck, but I wanted to try the Galakrond one first because it's the, other than Warrior, the only Galakrond that I haven't played yet, and it's one that I think at least looks like it could be decent. So here I am. Give me a good lackey. Give it to me. That's... I mean... Oh, I don't want to play it. Let's just... invoke. Give him an attack. It gives me a lackey. It's totally fine. And then we just pass and hold a charge on the weapon. Now I have a 2-1. If he hits into that, then I get value. If he doesn't, then I'll still get value. I can kill pretty much anything he plays, whether it be with sap or this thing. The Seal Fate. So it's pretty fine. I don't know what this bug is, but look at this. Right here, it's going to be like lackey for a split second and before it shows the rest of the description. And then it does, so it's kind of cool. But at the same time, it's just a little bit weird, you know? Okay, so he's going kind of wide here. A little frustrating, not gonna lie, but I can kill off both of them, no problem. Boom. Give him rush for no real reason. Just ping him off and hero power. And now, I have a slight board lead. And a lot of removal in hand, so he'll never really be able to, like, stabilize and get anything going for himself, which is all I really want. Then hopefully I can combo off with an Apothecary later on. Or alternatively... Wait, what? Fan of Knives. I'm calling it. It's going to be Fan of Knives. It's going to be sick Fan of Knives, too. And then Shadow Step and then discover something else. But anyway, combos with Togwaggle or the Apothecary could be really solid. Just going to kill him off. I guess technically this gives me resources, but so does this actually with the Invoke, so we'll do that first. And I get Transform. We'll just get a Reborn minion. If it's a 2-drop, we'll coin it out. Generous Mummy. Honestly, maybe I just play that and then transform it for a 4-drop. Because I really don't want to have to deal with the Generous Mummy. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to give it to him. Oh my god. That's terrifying. So we get to kill this off. We do get to at least kill one of them off. Oh, it's undamaged, right? Yeah, my bad. We do get to kill one of them off with my dagger. Nope, wait, I have to do this first or else it's not undamaged. My bad. Hit. Take a lot of damage to do it. Then discover 2 more lackeys. Maybe get one with taunt and then coin it out, basically. Oh, we get the one with taunt. Perfect. Or alternatively, we just Shadow Step this. And then hold the phone. This is actually better. Gets me a nice little bit of a board right now. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a good one. I just don't want to sap that because its battle cry is so important. Like, it's so good that I can't, in my right mind, allow it to transform. Does he have another one? What's happening? Oh, he has Zilliax. Okay. That's fine, I guess. It's not the end of the world. I kill off his 5-3 this turn. Magnetic Rush into that. Get 2 lackeys. Hopefully get one that deals 2 damage or gives rush or something. So I guess I can give this rush. So it can trade into this. He's not going to gain life anyway. Kill off his big boy. And then trade into these 2. And now, we're in a decent, although not spectacular spot, considering the fact that I'm at 19 health, but I do have a board lead. He's probably going to backstab Zilliax, which means I don't get that much value out of him, which is a little bit disappointing, but, you know, I expected it. Or he has Vendetta, but point is, he's going to kill it with removal rather than kill it with damage. Yeah, there's the... Oh, he uses Eviscerate. So actually, that's good for me because he loses potential direct damage. So he didn't actually have anything better, which is quite good. I think what I want to do is discover a dragon. I want to kill that off too, though. So discover a dragon, play this, give it taunt. Ooh, I really like Waxadread here. And this is from my deck, right? So it's not going to accidentally trigger this. Let's go with that, actually. Give this taunt. And honestly, kind of just flood the board here. Because they have a hard time dealing with a wide board. So might as well just go for it. And if he decides to, like, sap that and I want to protect myself, let's just make that a taunt minion, too. That way I'm just more protected. But this is not bad, actually. I would have liked a different reborn minion, like the Lyseal Cartot Defender or Bone Wraith, something that can protect me. But a 4/5 or 4/2 stealth reborn for 5 is pretty bad, but at least can be used as a form of removal later on. So, glass half full kind of guy over here. Let's launch a snowball. Oh my god, okay. Well, whatever dragons he plays are going to get sapped immediately, so he has to pay full price for them. And, yeah. Glad to see that he had Alexstrasza in hand. And he had the Zephyrs. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no! Wait, and then he gets to... Oh, that's really bad for me, actually. Oh, that's really bad. That synergizes so well with Rogue. That's kind of crazy, actually. Oh my god. So I want to sap that. Probably kill this. I think I lose off of that play alone. I genuinely think I do. Like, I don't know exactly what I could do here to save me anymore. Because that's only going to give me 1/7/7, which really stinks. He had Zephyrus and Alexstrasza in his first in his hand on curve. So, not really much I could do there. He had the perfect response into Alexstrasza. I don't think that this means the deck is bad. I also didn't get a Necrium Blade. I also didn't draw my Galakrond.
How much is this worth to you?
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, man. He has double?
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Dude, wow, wait, this guy's popping off. I'm gonna take so much damage here. Do I lose? And he had sap, so I don't even get the... Well... Okay, glad to see that I got blown out this game. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. That does not save me. Let's see. Can I get something good? None of the reborn minions I got were good. These are the two that I got. So, might as well play them, go face, accept defeat, and move on. Okay, so I'm playing against another rogue. That first game was kind of a bust, but this one's not bad, I don't think. I think that having the Necrium Blade in hand and Evil Miscreant, if I can get something cheap, will be really, really good. So, nice little one drop here as well. I like this position. I like where I am. Ideally, I get the Evil Miscreant off for cheap, and I will get him off turn 4 with the Mermy. Turn 2, it's just going to be dagger, hit, whatever he plays, because I'm going to play the Necrium Blade. There's no reason to save any durability. Let's blow that up real quick. Oh, that doesn't blow up. One of these does. Oh, no, I have to blast it with that. Dagger, hit for face, save his health. I'm fine taking 1 extra damage. Necrium Blade the next turn, and then hopefully draw Death Rattles in the near future. That's really all I can do. And I want to try to keep at least one drop in my hand at all times. So I can get combos off. And that's why I'm going to trade into this first. Sorry. And that's why I'm going to play this with this turn 4. And then I'll have another 1 drop in hand that I could potentially play with the Apothecary turn 5. So that's basically where I'm at. I don't want to use my 3 damage to hit a 1/1, so I may just hit it with my 1/2. If he's debating whether or not to coin that out, wait. He's got 4 in hand. Oh, no. Oh, wait, he's not going to hand buff. I was about to freak out, man. I was like, did he just hand buff here? Did he just successfully get that off? But fortunately for me, he did not. Myself a lackey. Trade into some minions here. Do I want to trade this for 3? Yeah, why not? Oh my goodness. I don't need to go aggro, I want a combo, but if I don't draw the Apothecary or Mechanical Whelp, I'm screwed. But I thought that keeping the Evil Miscreant is just such a good, like, card in general that it would be worth it. Along with, there's something else. Along with, what's it called? What else? Whatever else I kept. It was not a sap, but it was a... It doesn't matter. But point is, I think that the cards that I kept were fine. That's basically the point. Trade. Then Shadow Step him so I can get more lackeys because I really want more lackeys. I feel like lackeys are my key to winning this game. I don't want him to transform this or anything, so I feel like doing this is actually fine. Keeping the reborn minion alive is, in my opinion, best. Discover a dragon and then keep him in hand, actually. Because I want to have a lackey in hand just in case I draw Togwoggle and he wipes my board. So we're going to save him. We're going to take the Evasive Worm as a 6-drop potentially, and then we're just going to play the cat. Because it's the stickiest minion. Boop. And another not great one, but I mean, I guess I'll play it along with the pirate next turn. Unless he plays something big I need to kill, in which case that's going to get immediately Evasive Wormed. But I think getting a 4-2 Reborn stealth out is pretty solid. I'm a little bit disappointed here because I got some decent stuff, but he's just got more cards in hand than I do, and if he gets good spells like Fan of Knives and it decimates my board, that would suck. Necroing Blade of his own, that makes sense. I just need to draw some Death Rattles before he does. Like this slight board control, pretty good if I do say so myself. Oh! Wait. We pop off here with Edwin. We go with these two. We trade these two in. Or at least one of them in. We play Edwin. Do I want to trade this in or do I want to trade this in? I'll do that so that way I can keep my board full and then hit him in the face a couple more times and pass. If I hadn't drawn that, I pretty much would have just gone with the Wasteland Avenger. Or Assassin, sorry. Sap. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually a pretty good play in my opinion. I respect that. No reason to play this yet. I mean, yes, it's good, and I feel like I should play it, but at the same time, there's no real reason to. Because I can just play this, play more on curve, keep things on the board. I don't have to trade in a ton of my minions. I'm whittling him down, slowly but surely. He's dying, which is great. I just hope that he doesn't... I mean, even if he does get Death Rattle minions on the board, I think it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm going to have to play Ziliax to kill that off. No. No, 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 no. I do not. I think what I do is... Faceless Corruptor's pretty good, actually. Let's just do that, I guess. Hit that. Go face some more. And pass. Still not much to do. Like, even though I could get big 7/7 minions out, and I love that, I don't really feel the need to. I feel like I can keep applying pressure on the board, and I don't need to necessarily rely on the Death Rattle to win this one. I think I can win with just straight value. But I guess it depends on what he plays too, because he's also waiting on a Death Rattle minion. So, walk the plank. Fascinating. If he has Fan of Knives, that wipes my board, and I'm going to lose it. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, so he kills that off? That's a bummer. That is unfortunate. I want to kill that off, get a 7/7 on the board. Yeah, I feel like that's what I do. Hit, get a 7/7. Trade in a couple of minions here. 1, 2, 3. I don't need the pirate. Go face with these two and hero power. I don't need to necessarily play any of these and give away stuff in my hands, so I'm just gonna not do that and see where this takes me, because I feel like I have a lot of damage and I could potentially close out the game in the next 2 turns or so. Okay, well, that means he's gonna have some pretty big stuff. Oh no. So do I want to sap that? How much damage do I have? Wait. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. Are you kidding? If I had played this, that would have been lethal. What was I thinking? Why didn't I do that? Now he comes back. I mean, he doesn't have Ziliax, so he probably won't come back, but still, I'm tilted with myself. Giant minion. Go face with all of this. He lives with 1. That's a huge bummer. We sap this back to hand. just so he can't like massively pump and then get like a giant rush minion, and then play him in hero power one more time, I guess. Oh my goodness, if I had played that 1-drop, I would have won. I would have won the game, but now he actually gets like a huge amount of stabilization. And as long as my 10-9 lives, I should be fine, right? It's not. He's gonna rush into it and kill it off, isn't he? Oh my gosh, I had lethal. I literally had it. That was game. That was game. Oh, wait, no he doesn't. Or even if he does, I'm still fine. Roughly. Kind of. No! He gives me another 7-7. Wait, he's trading into that? And then he's killing off his 8-7? Dude, I'm tilted, man. I'm really tilted that I'm gonna be one short of killing him again. Fine. We'll rush you into him. He heals up a little bit. That's whatever. Get a stealth reborn minion on the board. Whack him. See where I go with that. He used up pretty much everything in his hand. He used most of his resources at this point. So I feel like I'm okay. But then again, the 4 remaining cards in my hand are actually abysmal. Like, they're literally useless. It's a 1-1 for 1, which is not great. A lackey, which isn't necessarily that impressive. And he knows that I have all of these in my hand. Like, if he's been keeping track of what I have. Like, I know he has a reborn, one, the 9-7, and another gifted spell. And then the other 2 are mysteries. For me, only one of the cards of mine should have been a mystery to him. And, yeah. This ended up going much better than I thought. So, and by this, I mean, after the first game getting kind of blasted, I thought that this next one, he'd burst me down again. But that's probably the biggest issue with the hand buff rogue, is that if you don't get it early with the apothecary, or you don't get it early with the Anka or whatever to make your guy a 1-drop so you can play him and immediately activate it, the deck doesn't function super duper well because it's just super duper slow. And if I had been playing any other even remotely aggressive deck, he would have died so much sooner. But all I had on the board were 1-1 lackeys that didn't really actually do that much for me. So, you know, also said I miss lethal. But point is, this deck is pretty solid. I will definitely keep playing it. It was pretty fun to play. And I feel like if I learn how to optimize